Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We hear a lot about unlocking our secret hidden potential. And this is no different when it comes to creative people that love to make things, people that co-create. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you like to do, whatever you like to create. And in my opinion, we have a lot of self-help gurus, we have a lot of people out there telling us the simplicity of whatever our hidden potential is, whatever the secret to life is. But the truth is that hidden potential is you. It is the secret is within you. We could be told time and time again by many people, by mentors, by coaches, by therapists, by psychologists, that we have potential, that they can unlock our potential. But the truth is, you are that potential. The secret is within you. If you want to dive into exploration of yourself, this is where you'll find the heart of your creative endeavors. This is where you'll find the heart of yourself, the heart of who you are. And once you discover that, it's an endless path, an endless journey. It keeps going. It doesn't stop. You'll continue to learn about yourself, and through learning about yourself, you'll learn about everyone else. Because ultimately, it's our reactions to how things happen to us, or how we allow things to happen to us, that's going to determine whether or not we take a certain course, or whether or not we know ourselves. Knowing yourself is very important. I've had to learn over time that if there was some kind of cloud covering my vision of who I was and what I'm here for on this planet, then I stay stuck in confusion. I would stay stuck in confusion and not sure what I'm doing with my life. And truly, to understand yourself, it takes a deep exploration. It takes you being willing to go within all parts of yourself, all pieces of yourself, the pieces that hurt, the pieces that are beautiful, the ugly pieces, the dark pieces, the shadow, the light, okay, to reclaim your true connection to not only yourself, but everything else. You see, here in the West, we have so many distractions, so many things that keep us from really looking in the mirror. And until you're able to look in the mirror and truly understand who you are, and I don't mean labels, and be able to have relationships with people where you can understand yourselves through them, okay? Understand yourself through another person. You have to be able to take a long, hard look at yourself and do some work on yourself internally. And we always hear people ask, when does it end? When does the healing end? When does the journey end? And the truth is, it doesn't. It never does. It gets better. But there is unending amounts of experience that you're gaining while you're here on this earthly plane, and it's fascinating. It truly is fascinating to be able to dive into yourself and discover secrets. Find things about yourself you never knew existed. We're taught, we're all very Pavlovian in the way that we do things. We're taught that do this thing, get this thing. Be good, you're a good boy. Be bad, you're a bad boy. Whatever it is, okay? You're in trouble. You're punished, or you'll get a reward. And this reward system has completely taken over our society. Now, I'm not saying go out and be an anarchist. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But to truly understand yourself is to see who you are, your lineage, where you come from, your bloodlines, whatever it is, where you truly come from and what needs to be healed. And I'll tell you that the minute you start diving into these waters, you'll start noticing a ripple effect. And this ripple effect will not only affect people in your family, but you'll start to honor your ancestors. You'll start to honor the people that came before you. And that genealogy will become important, and you'll start to realize what you're truly made of, and then you'll dive even further into the past, into past versions of yourself, into different carnations your soul may have taken on this journey. Now, I'm not saying that everybody who comes here and watches my art videos or my musings has to believe in reincarnation. But if you start diving into your ancestry and you start realizing the things that have been passed down in your own family ecology, you'll realize you're not so different. And you may even be incarnated here for something bigger than you thought. And this is the number one reason why I say, especially in my own journey, why it's important to really know yourself, because you could be missing out on something bigger than you thought. You could be missing out on something about yourself that is needed not only to aid in your own soul growth, but to also help the collective on a whole. The better individuals we become, the more we reclaim our own sovereignty as an individual. That also has a ripple effect outward on everyone. We all look to the outside. So many people do this. We look to the outside and we think, that's going to have the answer. That relationship is going to have the answer for me. That car, that job, that blah, blah, blah. That's going to make me happy. Like I said, it's all very Pavlovian. I want my reward. I want to do all my hard work on the external and get my reward. But does it mean anything if you don't really know yourself? Does it? And, is that your path? You got to truly ask yourself, is that my path? Is this really my goals in life? Am I being true to myself? And if you are, great. A lot of people, they know where they're going and they know what they're doing. But a lot of people also don't know where they're going or what they're doing, and they're just following. We're just doing what we think we need to do. And until you actually discover your own passions and what it is that you really like to do and who you truly are, by diving deep into understanding yourself on more than just a base level, there will be problems. There will be experiences that come in to your life trying to teach you about who you are. And source, universe, God, whatever, it doesn't really matter what you want to call it, will always have your back. Is here to show you, these experiences are here to show you what exactly you need to work on and what exactly is for your highest peace, okay? Because ultimately, the connection to source is what will help humans feel less alone, less in a struggle, And we all struggle. Everyone struggles every day. But in order to find that true peace and to live out your purpose, it takes exiting the system. It takes exiting what you've been taught and learning about yourself and really truly discovering if you're doing what you love doing and if you're doing what your soul purpose is here, what your soul purpose is for. Are you aligned? Are you grounded in this? Do you know who you are? Most people don't. Most people don't understand who they are. We're just going through the motions, the experience here. And, I'm not trying to be a hard ass. Sometimes I can be. Sometimes I can sock it with the best of them, But in order for humanity on the whole to be raised up, to reclaim exactly who we are, it starts on a micro level. It starts on the level of yourself. And when you start doing that work, you're really going to see it. It's really going to show. And it will show in many, many ways. You'll begin to experience beautiful things and also learn from the ugly fucking experiences that you've gone through. It will finally make sense. Finally. So for all creatives out there, know yourself. Know who you are, know what you want, know where you're going, and discover your value. Discover your place, because everyone here has that ability. No matter where you come from. And that's the beauty of being able to create not only paintings or songs or books, but the ability to create your reality and shape it. Know yourself, know your power, know what you're capable of, and you can do that. Manifesting requires a basic understanding of yourself. You could spend as much time as you want changing your reality with affirmations, trying to manifest things, and getting these things because you take the right steps to get there. But what happens when that falls apart? What happens when you start facing challenge and you don't truly know yourself? You don't really know why you're having a specific experience within the beauty of manifesting all of these amazing things in your life. There's some people out there who manifest and they post their stuff on YouTube, and you can tell that their emotional threshold is a little bit less. Experiences that are bad get pushed into denial. And until you authentically really understand that you could have all of those things, you could manifest the biggest house you ever dream of and then wake up and still go, why am I sad? Why am I sad? Why does this hurt? Why do these bad feelings exist? Why do these horrible feelings exist? I don't understand. They exist because you don't know yourself. And you have manifested this beautiful life around you with all this travel and all these drugs and all these experiences that, appear beautiful, but you're ungrounded. You don't really understand what it is, why you have manifested and created all these things in your reality, yet you're entirely unhappy. You've got to get to the base work. The base work is where you will understand yourself. And that's what I don't understand. Perhaps it's just me. Maybe I'm a dick. I don't know. But the people who manifest into their lives wealth, and they think that it's the answer to everything. And don't get me wrong, I think that it is good. Money is an exchange. Money is an energy that exists in our reality. But what would happen if that money and those cars and those houses and all those things that you manifested with just simply changing your thoughts falls apart? And you go, I literally am unhappy. And because it's not about stuff. If you want to enjoy the things you have without them being, some kind of burden, it takes being able to understand yourself. And this is something that I'm learning as I manifest certain things in my life. I've changed up some of the things I manifest. Sometimes we simply bring into our lives experiences. We think, that shitty experience, it's horrible. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen to me. But you brought it in. You want the universe to bring you your highest good, your highest understanding of who you are, the biggest understanding of who you are. Yet you scoff at the bad experiences. Is it all about goody? Like it's all about good, being good all the time? It's all about the light and being good and having all the things. But you know what? That's false. It just is. It makes you a zombie. There's so much zombification going on. And I'm not judging people who are going through that lesson. I've been there. I spent a very long time in the love and light community. And there's some very wonderful people in there who are very much loving individuals. But when reality hits them like a ton of bricks, they go running. They go running for the hills. They don't know what to do. Because they've forgotten that you can't bypass the internal conflict. You can't bypass your battles with thought and manifestation alone. They're still going to be there. You could go ahead and manifest and take the right steps towards your new car, towards your new house, towards all the money in the world. But who are you? And love and light is great. But true love, okay? True love does not bypass these issues. And that is also a hard truth I've had to learn. It's all great wanting to exist within a paradigm of unconditional love, but at the same time, is that really where you're coming from? And I think that New Age, I'm not dissing New Age, but aren't we supposed to be going within? Aren't we supposed to be learning from our experiences? Or are we just supposed to band-aid it with some kind of quote, some kind of, ideology that somebody else is pushing onto us? Where's your real growth happening? How are you really learning from your past experiences here on this planet? I hear a lot of people say, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back to this planet. I'm done being here. But the real fact is, even if I'm here, I'm a Pisces. I've been through here many times before, I'm sure of it. I've had past life experiences, not only through dreams, but I've met people who I've experienced past life experiences with. And these people have taught me such amazing things, so much soul growth, that I never would have been consciously aware of before in my life when I was younger. But now I am. Now I see why those people crossed my paths. And I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. It's gonna be hard before it gets better. And when it's better, there's still going to be some things that happen. But when you get to a certain state, a certain stage, a certain level of growth internally and vibrationally, you'll see the beauty in every experience that you have, good or bad. You just will. All right, everybody. That's it for me today. I think it's time for me to get off my soapbox. So have a great day. Go ahead and subscribe below, and you can find me on www.thesoulful.artiststudio.com. You can also follow me on Instagram on The Soulful Artist. I'm pretty much everywhere around the web. Also on Facebook and Pinterest. Okay, so have a great day, and remember, creative people out there, you have an immense ability, an immense power. Put it to use in creating your own reality, creating what it is you want. Find the, objective truth. But remember that your experience here is up to you. Just like it is when you pick up a pencil and you start sketching. It's entirely up to you. Bye, guys.